Good morning, Swirly. Where do you hit this party road? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Party all night last night. ASAP Alive, good morning.
Turn right onto Old Ackerman Road, then turn right onto Olentangy River Road. Take the next right onto Olentangy River Road, then sharp right onto Ackerman Road.
Beautiful old church. Party on. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Hope I find a coffee somewhere.
Take the next right onto Ackerman Road.
Shut up. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I stayed in that same room before. Can you believe that?
Continue on Ackerman Road for half a mile.
They didn't even plow the roads here. Squirrely traveler. You traveling anywhere today? You're stuck at home. Nice day, way nicer than yesterday. At a party. Oh, okay. Oh, I can understand. Yeah, I get it. Believe me. Lucky to be able to do this.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto the Ohio 315 South ramp to Columbus.
Yeah, I don't get as excited as I used to, though, but I'm hoping that...
Turn left onto the Ohio 315 South ramp, then merge onto Ohio 315 South.
I'm going to head out to New Mexico. Look at these trees, pretty. They're not used to this like this right here, I don't think. I mean, they might be. I know Ohio gets, I'm not sure of that. Because it seems like they would have done a better job at, plowing them.
Continue on Ohio 315 South for 3 miles.
Yeah, this is still a little bit of a mess. Not going to be setting any records today. Swirly travel. I wish the Starbucks was open, but I bet it isn't. Hitting the road, highway to hell. Yeah, it kind of fizzled out. Well, happy holidays to you. Did you stay on there very last night? I fell asleep. Yeah, I was out there about that long, yeah. Pretty this morning. going through here though. Oh, okay. Free bird. That's fitting, isn't it? Yeah, heading to Greensboro, yep. It's about 7 hours and 50 minutes, but not at this speed, I bet. I'll probably party there tonight. There's no water back at the house.
In a quarter mile, keep left to stay on Ohio 315 South.
Good morning, how are you, Blue? Partying all night.
Keep left to stay on Ohio 315 South. Continue on Ohio 315 South for 2 miles.
Yeah, it's 9 degrees here, still cold. That's with the sun out.
In 2 miles, use the left lane to take the Interstate 70 East, I-71 North exit toward Wheeling.
Oh, heading towards Wheeling, West Virginia. Yeah, it was fun. Thank God for the internet. I can remember like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and just nothing to do. But the internet makes it way better. You can just party no matter where you are. Truck.
In a quarter... Use the left lane to take the Interstate 70 East exit, then merge onto I-70 East. In a quarter mile, keep left to continue toward I-70 East. Keep left.
Hey, Jamie.
Keep left at the fork. Continue for 4 miles.
Hey, Laura. Good morning. Hey, Paul. Oh, good for her. Good morning.
In 2 miles, take exit 105A for US 33 toward Lancaster.
Look at that car all smashed up. 2 of them. She's good. She's sleeping right here next to me. She's partying. Daisy's not a morning girl. She's a late night power. You gotta be a true world warrior. Yeah, I've been across Texas. Texas Longhorn. party. Is that coming across on the screen okay? It's pretty out. She is a road warrior.
In a quarter mile, take exit 105A for US 33 toward Lancaster.
Lancaster. I'm gonna get you a quilt. Blue, what time do you party till?
Take exit 105A, then merge onto US 33 East.
A little blurry. Oh, sorry about that. The windshield washer fluid's frozen too.
Continue on US 33 East for 68 miles.
See, the ponds are all frozen down here. Should go in that Circle K and get a coffee. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Take the next right toward Petzinger Road, then turn right onto Petzinger Road.
What a fucking dump. Garbage falling out everywhere. No things to clean your windshield. Half-ass bullshit. Grind your own coffee thing. Hope my day gets better with regard to random stops. This place sucks a big one. I mean a big one. I mean a monster. Hey Laura.
Turn right onto US 33 East, Southeast Expressway.
Better than nothing though. Better than nothing.
Continue on US 33 East for 68 miles.
Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Good morning. How are you? Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Still crappy roads though. Lancaster Blue. Lancaster, PA. Now we're talking. Breaker 19. Breaker 19. Yeah, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Morning, Susan. Time to party. Hey, is that Astro Van? No. Wow, that much. It's just like it was last night, only it's daylight. around these cars on the side of the road, what do? Just call somebody up and tell them out in the middle of nowhere, come take a chance of getting stuck and pick me up? Highway to hell. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Meteorologist Tom Reed, just east of Columbus, Ohio, with the most accurate weather report. To all the good-looking women out there, I forecast this 8 inches year-round. You tell me another weather reporter that can do that anywhere in the country. Sun. Cars over on the other side are going really slow. Look at that car down the ditch, way down the ditch. See the screen, so not ignoring you. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I'm gonna get the old Toyota car wash when it gets warm. This old Toyota carried me through where a lot of things didn't. Gotta quit talking bad about the Toyota. There's 2 cars over there in the ditch. Gotta keep that pedal in the metal as a road warrior. You can't let a catastrophic winter storm bother you. Man, thank God all that snow didn't come. I mean, I like it when I don't have to drive in it. But I'd have never got here if it was more snow. Good morning to you. How are you? This road's pretty good right here. As long as you're going like, it's not bad going east. Going south is where the roads were really bad. You know, because it was coming out of the west, blowing like hell. Winter Wonderland, not here. That's Michigan. Good morning. How are you, Mark? That was a good time last night. I fell asleep. I was tired, man. What time did you party till, Mark?
There's a stalled vehicle ahead.
Oh, good for you. I think I only lasted till about a little after midnight. We partied on. Hey Mark, who sang that song "Good Morning Sunshine"? Came on in my mind this morning, and I can't remember who the singer is. "Good Morning Sunshine." It wasn't Donovan, was it? Starshine. Good morning. Is it Starshine or Sunshine? Hey FM. Oliver, yeah, you got it. Yeah, thank you. Oliver, yeah. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Party on. The early bird gets the worm. Yeah, it's definitely flat around here. Target enforcement area. Squirrely, you still out there? Squirrely, are you still there? Repeat. Just head out to Greensboro, North Carolina. We'll party. I'll take you back to Crawfordville. We'll party all night long. Take photos. Memories, family photo album. Good morning, same to you. Merry Christmas. It's a big day for the Christians today. I'm making pretty good time now, though. I mean, I'm not setting the world on fire, but I'm happy with this. Pedal to the metal. Anytime. Anytime. I know you're a world warrior and you like this kind of stuff. Oh, what it? Oh, okay. Well, that's how far. That's not bad. 10-inch, wow. It'll be worth it. This looks like, I don't know whether what, because these going south again. Looks like they got less snow here. Puppy love. Lancaster, Ohio, I guess this is. That shows you. You use a GPS, you don't know where you're at. Lancaster. Guess we won't be seeing any Amish. Yeah. I don't think they would. They know I'm just bullshitting around. I know better. Plus, you know how it is, it cramped my style. That's just Breaker 19. Breaker 19. Flying by the seat of my pants. So low. Mark, you still there? Mark, are you still there? Hey, good morning, Terry. Well, thank you. Same to you. America's farmland. Highway to hell. Lou, how you feeling today? It's a big day to you too, all those years in Catholic schools. It was good. We had a good time. Party to the late hours. Till the clock struck midnight for me. Hey Mark, you should do one where people can make suggestions, towards other people. There seem to be a lot of people, including me, that like that idea too. For all you stalkers that are watching right now, there's less women in all these cities I've been stopping in. You'll never find them again. Just serial killing across the U.S. You dumbasses. Missing people wherever I go. You know how people wanted to give suggestions of songs that related to other people? Like Christine wanted an actual request. Yeah. Missing people. Make a video about it. Girls missing wherever I go. It's so damn funny. Daisy's taking a look out the windshield. He said, "Where are you, Dad?" I said, "Daisy, you're a good girl, huh? You're just riding down that highway with Dad, riding shotgun in this. Yeah, you good girl, honey. You go back to sleep with him. Riding shotgun, huh?" That's my Daisy riding shotgun. Wish I'd have known this truck stop was up here. I'd have waited. This coffee sucks. Lancaster. I thought I was going to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That's a downside of a GPS. You don't know where the hell you're at when you're watching that thing. I mean, sort of. But I know I'm like heading that way. I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Watching this damn icy road. Lancaster, Ohio. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. What the hell's the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is. The amount of Amish glass blowing. Hocking Hills. Bunny Ranch. Flow of consciousness. I think this is the Loves or something up here. I'll tell you, when you're on the road and you're tired, you don't want to be fucking around, running into a ditch, pulling into a gas station. I've learned, just go to one of these Pilot. Coffee, ride themselves on it. It's well lit. You're not going to drive over a parking block because you're tired. Bathrooms are clean. Somebody is at the counter acting like they give a fuck. Loves, Pilot, any of those. It's just, I'm not saying it's always going to be the world's greatest, but it's going to be 10 times better than that dump I just went to. $2.69 for gas, $5.09 diesel. You wonder why your damn lamb chops are 50% more than they were the last time you lived there? That's why. Fuel costs 50% since this COVID. More food costs. Breaker 19, Breaker 19. Breaker 19. Do you hear me? Right on. That's what Mary called it the other day. You get a lot of flow. Yeah, man, my thoughts just flow. I think that's how they ought to do your first initial evaluation when you see a psychiatrist. Just do like I do. Instead of these rote questions of, this and that, and why do you think you're depressed? Just sit there and pretend like they're not there and you're driving down the road. I hope they don't put you in a straitjacket. Just let your thoughts flow. Because when you're communicating them to another party, you're trying to put them into an organizational thought process. It's a conversation, and that's where it gets lost in translation. I think everybody's looking for this purity, the real whatever, the real person, the real soul, the real body. If you want to know the real mind, don't subject the person to a protocol. Just let them randomly talk, kind of like Gestalt therapy. Just sit there and talk. That's kind of outdated now, but I think they ought to bring it back. I did that one time a long time ago. I was ignorant back then, though, just a young psycho. I thought, what is this motherfucker charging me for? Just talking to myself. I looked over at him, and I said, how am I doing? He said, you're doing great. It's like, I'm doing great. How much is this? Just be you. That's the problem. Just being you. That's where the real trouble comes in. Into the mountains we go. Whoever runs this part of the state, A+ for making these roads this good under these conditions. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Oh, they do have good hot dogs? Oh, really? I was thinking of a hot dog the other day. I haven't had one in a long time. Yeah, thank you. That's kind of an oxymoron, a good hot dog, but I'm going to go with your recommendation. That's what I want, is a woman that just wants shit like that. Instead of one of these fake-breasted, blonde-haired bimbos that want filet mignon and lobster tails. I want to be traveling down the highway with a woman that just says, I know where they have good hot dogs. Because the interesting thing is, how do they know that? Because they're not pompous, gold-digging lunatics with big, giant trap at the end of the line. They're just women that are hungry, had good experiences getting hot dogs at Pilot, and they share it with me. And then I'm thinking, you really be happy with just a hot dog? It's like, yeah, they're really good. You're not going to be bitching? No, why would I bitch? Now we're getting somewhere. It's just like the gay guy that meets you when he doesn't know if you're straight or not. It's a series of questions, and a lot's riding on how you answer them. I just want to have a decent person with a rockin' body that likes hot dogs. That's my dream. Like, no, I'm not eating that. Yeah, you are. And then when you get and then you start getting, if you go for the fake one, the gold digger, it's just going to morph into a series of arguments about everything. Hot dogs, whatever. It doesn't need to be anything significant, just anything. matter where you pick, they don't like it. No matter how it tastes, there's better somewhere else. I'm gonna come up with a dating app this Christmas holiday. Oh, look at these mountains. Look at these nice mountain passes. This looks like the bottom of a road where there'd be 1,000 cars at the bottom. Rocky Mountain High. I don't even know what mountain range this is. Man, my common sense told me last night, if you're only get a hotel. I'm like, oh, okay. Glad I did. Going through this bullshit at night. Doing 62 miles an hour, that's not bad, all things considered. Now, how'd they do that? Keep mountain roads better than the main thoroughfares, expressways. Get over there? What? I wonder what Daisy was looking at. She wanted to, there's a pickup in the truck, in the ditch. This coffee sucks. How the hell could I just randomly pull into one of the 1,000 gas stations? And end up, reminds me of Traverse City a little bit, right? Long, open fields. Like the beautiful sunlight. It is pretty here, though, I think. Into the Mystic. That's a good song, too. Van Morrison. Oh, here's another big trailer sideways up here. Down there in that ravine. Pretty through here. One thing I wonder why on this road though, that open, like, I wonder why the speed limits are so low. 60. Right lane ends, merge left. No time for an illiterate. Appalachia, yeah, that's it. Mama, I'm coming home. Find me a dentist. Chewing tobacco on sale. Genetic testing. Guy's going slow up here. Right lane ends. I see some of these people are, I notice there's a certain type of personality. This is my empirical observation. Now I do it if traffic gets slow all of a sudden. I don't want to get rear-ended, turn on your hazards. But I notice there's a personality out there when they get nervous and they're scared, they put their four-ways on, they just leave them on. I think this guy's one of those. I don't really mind. I mean, they're freaking out because of this weather. They got to get someplace. I got to get someplace too, but it's for entirely different reasons now than it was when I was younger. Used to be from a rockin' body 200 miles away and lust or love. I didn't know any better. Now it's just an old man delivering a lamp to an old woman. Wow, and what 50 years has done to me. Holy shit. But on this Christmas day, I am thankful. What am I thankful about? Yeah, I'm able to do this. I could be a quadriplegic. Georgia on my mind, not really. Pipes are froze. Pumps froze. This guy right here is one of these people that are nervous when there's potential slippery roads. He wants everybody to know, do not get close to me. Karen Carpenter, close to you. Oh, Karen Carpenter. What a tragic story. I'm sure the people on the inside, though, if you knew old Karen, they were just covering all that shit up for all those years, trying to pump one last song out of her. Had mental problems, couldn't get it together. And when you're hanging around your sister that much, or your brother, it's gotta get weird. Probably drove her crazy. She probably wanted to get laid here and there on the road, told him to get lost, and he wouldn't do it because of what Mom said. Keep an eye on your sister. He took it literally. Drove his own sister nuts. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't take. I don't. Yeah, hey, don't take any of my advice. My God, you've hit rock bottom. But thank you. Alone again, naturally. That's a good song. Gilbert O'Sullivan. $2.69 for gas. Probably gonna start buffering down here. Can't believe the cameras work this long. Getting into the Deliverance area. Opossum Hollow Road. What's that tell you? You're naming roads after possums, you're in trouble. Opossum Hollow Road. I'm kidding. You believe that shit? Rocky Mountain High. John Denver, I miss him. He was a good guy. I know a guy that gave him dual flight instruction. Big deal, right? Told me he was a really nice guy. He had a Learjet type rating. His dad had been a pilot, I think, for United. John Dusseldorf was his real name. John Dusseldorf. He couldn't put down that alcohol. Kept banging these girls in different cities. Messed him up with his wife. That's a little different than Rocky Mountain High. That's more like John, you ever hear of infidelity? What makes people self-destruct like that? If you're not happy, just get divorced. Look at this guy in this old Subaru. Oh, fuck out of the way. Cause an accident. Dee-da-doon-doon-doon, dee-da-ding-ding-ding. Doon-doon-doon-doon-doon-doon-doon-doon-doon, dee-da-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding, dee-da-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. Rocky Mountain High. Can't believe this phone's not buffering. Maybe it is. Junction 374. Where's the Judds? Oh, Naomi Judd. I felt bad for her. Who'd ever guess that that would have happened at the end of the road for that sweet lady? Just singing, her and her daughter touring the American dream. Just can't. Hard to figure out sometimes. She said that if only the people knew that she was singing to, what a favor they'd be doing to her if they came up and shot her right between the eyes during a concert. She said that. I thought, holy shit, man. Sounds like you need to retire. Do something else. Merry Christmas to you, Nancy. More questions and answers. Antique Mall. Hocking Hills. Hey, I'm in Hocking Hills. Next exit, 664, Mary. Hocking Hills, 664. Yeah, it sure is, man. Almost got me. Depression. Twice. Fucking A did. I never think I'm 100% out of the woods. That shit is like crazy, man. Can't explain it. It's not rational. It's not normal to want to do that. Yeah, I want to go there now. Hocking Hills. Must have took you forever to get down here. I'd like to go there. Rockbridge State Nature Reserve. Does that ring any bells? You remember this pretty church up here, Mary? See, now the speed limit's 70. Remember this pretty church up Logan, Lake Logan State Park. Where'd you stay at when you were down here? Laurelville. Oh, wow. Yeah, I want to go there myself. I think when you were there, that's my kind of stuff. It's exceptional. It's just a bunch of rocks and stuff without that cool dripping frozen water and stuff. Yeah, it is. But I'll tell you, in a weird, twisted way, swirling, I don't let it get to me like I used to because I know so much more about it. And rock bottom isn't scary like it used to be. Hell yeah. I'd say on my happiness meter, I'm about a 5. Or I was about a 2 for a long time. I'm hoping to at least get to a 7. But I'm not hoping like I should, which is what they keep me at a 5. Hocking Hills. Well, these mountains really kept these roads from going to shit. I think. Although there is less snow, too. Hocking Hills. Dripping waterfalls. 8 or 9, are you really? Yeah, I don't think that's in the cards for me. I'm like a half full guy. Squirrely, where'd you put yours at right now? How about you, Terry? How about your happiness scale? Hey, Merry Christmas from State Farm. Big nice sign. Downtown Logan. McDonald's, Cracker Barrel. Bob Evans. They say they closed so the families could spend time with each other. That's a bunch of bullshit. They couldn't get enough staff to open the place. Oh yeah, I was in West Branch. Good time. Hocking Hills State Park, Old Man's Cave. We're hiring. I want to come down here and get a hotel. Oh, this shit, man. You're cracking me up, Squirrely. I'll promise you this, we'll meet for a rendezvous of like cold weather sharing experience, totally platonic. Absolutely just friends. Is that possible? I'd do it. I mean, I joke around a lot. And then you see right next to the camera charging Camera battery charging station. 2 Magnum rubbers. You confront me about it. It's like, Tom, I don't mean to get weird, but what are these doing here? I'd lie. I'd have too much into the trip. I'd say, I don't know. And they're way too big. I'd be like taking my ass out of this hole ASAP. I said, sometimes, squirrely, it's just 2 rubbers sitting on a counter. That's what Freud said to a guy one time when he was smoking a big cigar. You know, all that penis envy bullshit? And he said, smoking a big cigar, huh? And Freud looked at him and said, you know what? Sometimes that's all it is. Smoking a cigar. If Michigan gets their ass kicked, I promise you, I'm gonna get back up to Taos when I can go out there in my waders and sit around on those flowing ice floes. That is like some of my most favorite times my whole damn life. Crystal clear water, it's shallow. It's even shallower now than it was then. And you just go out there and walk in this great lake and sit on flowing ice floes as they head south. Beautiful. I'm gonna do that. I will go up there. I'm gonna go to New Mexico too here in a couple weeks. I'm gonna hit the highway, head west, southwest. Yeah, it's so cool. I uploaded videos of it. You just like ride these big 2-foot thick ice floes as they flow down towards Detroit. You can see right down the bottom. It's like a foot deep, 2 foot deep. You got waders on. So awesome. I've wanted to do that my whole life, and I finally did it last spring. I'm gonna get back into the photo video stuff again, big time. Abandoned houses, tons of them. Highway to hell. Road to hell's paved with good intentions. Oh yeah, hug. Yeah, nice. Yeah. My ass was so cold I couldn't tell if I had my wallet in my pants. And I knew right then I hit pay dirt. And I did the right thing. Hey, Squirrely, we could bring Mary'd be a great Three Stooges. She'd fit right in. No weird shit. If Mary saw those 2 Magnum rubbers sitting next to the camera charger, she wouldn't say a thing about it. Nothing. She'd act like she didn't see them. That's why everybody likes Mary. Non-controversial, half full, everything's great. She wouldn't say, hey, yeah, Mary'd be fun. Yeah, Mary wouldn't say, hey, I'd like to talk to you real bitchy and like, you know, an authority on the trip. It's like, about what? And I'd be mad now because I'd tell, she's trying to start an argument. And I'd say, what? About what? She'd say, I found 2 Magnum rubbers next to the camera charger. It's like, well, so what? They're fucking rubbers on a countertop. That's it. No more, no less. She said, well, are they yours? It's like, that's not your business. Mary avoids all this shit. Athens, 22 miles. And then Squirrely, she would bond with Mary in the woman's bathroom, give her a big hug. So that was just so weird. Tom is, you know, he's a good guy. I liked him. But to just see those there, you know, I don't know if he's kidding or not. It's like, well, he'll take it either way, Squirrely. If he thinks you're not interested, he's going to blow it off with his big joke. He's a private detective. He lays these traps. And if you show a big smile on your face, Magnum rubbers, wow. I can't wait till the night, he'll go that way too. Yeah, it's a litmus test. Yeah, Christmas stories. Thank you. Thank you. Lou, you're welcome to come too. I mean, as in travel. Oh, Airbnb. Oh, good for you. Beautiful around here. Hey, if Christine was on here, I'd tell her that Ohio does not suck. It's nice. I mean, she must have been in Toledo. It's like anything. You gotta check it. I've done the same thing myself. I used to think Georgia sucked until I went to a part I hadn't been to before. Just learn to keep your mouth shut. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's like there's always this trepidation. You don't really know what's what. You know what I mean? You don't really know somebody. It's just like when people get divorced. Until you've lived with someone and you've had a relationship like that, you don't have the faintest idea what they're like. Nothing. They put on a damn facade and act all damn day long, all night long. They got everybody faked out. Just watch these murder shows on TV. All these deacons of the church, Boy Scout leaders, fucking chopping their wife's head off and lighting her on fire, and everybody's surprised. Why? Because this son of a bitch kept all his craziness and did a great job of marketing himself. I'd like to think I could spot him, but I can't. Hey, Emmett. It's not that easy. I can't believe this phone's working this good. Rocky Mountain High. Pilot has good hot dogs. Who said that? I want to really have a special place in my heart for this person. Mary wouldn't care if they were good or not. She doesn't eat hot dogs. Squirrely, I'm going to give you the culinary art cuisine test. Do you like hot dogs or not? This is going to speak volumes of you. Do you only eat one when there's nothing left? Would you eat one in lieu of a steak? Another poor bastard. Wayne National Forest. Never heard of it. Look at this other guy's on the side of the road. Car quit running. Soccer mom. It is pretty here. Grab and go. That a girl. I think sitting around the restaurant's boring anyway. Mary and I, man, we got all that shit behind us. We knew she recommended a place. We met there, no taking forever ordering something. Mary got the whitefish. I knew she'd love that whitefish when she locked eyes on it. Big old. That was a great looking piece of whitefish. No, Toledo's nice. A lot of rich history too. Frogtown. Frogtown. That's what the early settlers called it because it was so marshy. I like Toledo, man. I had a lot of good memories there, especially when I was like 18, 19. I think I counted up one time, there were 4 women when I was going to junior college that I had their bra down around their waist making out along the Maumee River. You wonder why I defend Toledo? That's why. I had good memories there. Shit, yeah, I keep that to myself most places, but because this is a Christmas edition, I think you should. You'll say, well, that is really weird. Why would you say, hey, knock this bullshit off? There's a lot of stars that need to align for that to happen. Yeah, I love Toledo. Red Wells, that movie theater over on Alexis where you could rock in a chair, ahead of its time. Sylvania. I had some good times down there. What else about Toledo? And I like that fish restaurant downtown now, that Keg and Nail. I love how the freighters come in. Rocky Mountain High. Why are these people with brake lights on down here? Hocking Valley. Divorce. Yeah, I don't hold divorce against anybody. Yeah, I can't. I'm getting divorced now. And I'm not one of the, I don't think a relationship is an endurance test. My likelihood of a long-term relationship was pretty low anyway, so I filled my expectations. I got divorced. I could share my private thoughts with you on that if you wanted. I tried. Not that hard though. I didn't give a shit that bad. I mean, from a guy's perspective, it's like shit. I mean, I just got sick of it. I wanted to roam the roads. When I saw a strip club that was running a special, I wanted to be able to stop and not have to tell some big lie about a flat tire. I wanted to have a clear conscience, and I stuffed that $20 bill down their garter belt. I wanted it to be with low blood pressure, with sincerity. I wasn't there to look for a wife. I was there for 100% complete and total carnal knowledge. I stared at that naked body like a wolf looking at a baby chicken. I didn't care if she could spell, none of that shit. You know, that, I don't know why this stuff comes into my memory. If you ever figure it out, please let me know. But this just popped into my mind. My wife had a friend. She died at a young age, about 4 years ago. Doreen Gannis. She was a plastic surgeon for Henry Ford. Big fat beast, probably a virgin. I still think she had her hymen. Always trying to date guys through sites. She was a full-fledged plastic surgeon. She went through the Interflex program at the University of Michigan. I mean, she reminds me of Angie, just a beast. About 5'3", 280 pounds, kind of like hairy chin, man hands. Sweet person, very educated, very good at Jeopardy. Well, I beat her ass all the time because I have more time to devote to it. And old Doreen, smart and cultured. She knew everything about the symphony. She'd fucking kill you in backgammon. I mean, if a song came on, she knew it. Her writing was excellent. She was a published author. But the problem was, and I hate to put it this bluntly, but I'm going to do it because I'm not running for office and I don't need a job. Because nobody wanted to bang her. Nobody wanted a blowjob along the river. They wanted good surgery done, and after that was done, they wanted to get the fuck out of there. And she got excellent ratings. You can look her up, Doreen Gannis. You go back and look at her ratings. Everybody loved her. Yeah, you know why? Because she had a lot of time. Fuck, when she got off work, there was nothing to do. Devoted her life. You know, one of these overweight women with dogs. You know the type. A couple 100 pounds, and they got dogs. They don't date. They want to date. But this whole thing boiled down. So when you say, well, you have a certain type person, there's nothing wrong with, like, wanting to be attracted. And I have guys that I know talk about their daughters. And I bring this up. I do not keep my mouth shut on this. I let them have it in the nicest possible way. I soft shoe it. They say, oh, you know, cute daughter. I mean, this is how we all got here, people. Our parents were screwing. You got that? Hard as it is to believe, all these people driving these cars and everywhere I'm going, it's from one thing: sex. Don't villainize it. But back to the point at hand. males were not attracted to her. And and people like Mary, if I would have introduced Mary to Doreen, Mary, you're never gonna get to draw her into a negative conversation. But this is just for the sake of argument. I just said, Mary, she'd say, your friend Doreen is really nice. It's like, yeah, I know, but she almost tipped over the canoe. She said, well, those things happen. I said, and I've told her a million times you need to lose some weight if you're going to attract us male. Mary'd say, that's up to her. And Mary would just never acknowledge what's the fact of the matter is that Doreen's life took a completely different turn than all the other women her age that men were attracted to. I mean, trips, babies, marriages, divorce, and it bothered her. And despite her high IQ, she could not pull a rabbit out of a hat. And my bet is died as a 54-year-old virgin. You know what I mean? So I tell these guys when they have cute young daughters, I said, hey man, do not be that way. You do have an attractive daughter, and that's going to keep her from living with you until the day you die. Men are going to find her attractive. It's not always bad, but it's another iron in the fire of this giant carrot that's hanging above everybody as they mature. Our culture's still a two-person culture. Married. It is. That's the way things are geared. People want grandkids. It's normal. So for all the criticism there is about people being sexually active, there can be something way worse. Nobody interested in you. And it's because they're not sexually attracted to you. Are there virtues and are there things with people that could be non-sexual? There are. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about men or women that the opposite sex isn't interested in. It's a big deal. This is my Christmas story version. I hope I haven't offended anybody. It matters. The Fun Barn. Movies 10. Hey, it looks like that thing is going. There's cars in the back. The Fun Barn. Did you go there while you were there, Mary? Rocky Mountain High. What the hell is that? How come nobody's saying anything? Is this thing stuck or you just shot? There's a seagull. Yeah, I think this thing sucked. God damn it. That's what happened. Oh, I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I don't want to. I think every place is closed. If I'm going to get some good food, I hope I can wait till Greensboro. Because, at these speeds, I'm still like a long ways away. I don't want to drive through this kind of shit with these tires, these crappy headlights. I can see now, thank you. Through a mountains. I got up just like all old guys do. I guess I'm a part of the club now. Don't want to drive at night. Yeah, I ain't quite there yet, so knock off your giggling. I got fucked up headlights and terrible tires, front wheel drive. It's not because of my fantastic physical attributes, because of the vehicle I had. Don't want to drive at night, that's bullshit. I can impress any female in driving over a parking block because I didn't see it in this Toyota Sienna. Please don't laugh. I'm giving you a little tip right now if this relationship is going to go anywhere. When I do some shit like that, clobber a parking block, back into a sign because I can't see at night, you just take the Mary version. Just look away, notice a bird in a tree. Do not laugh. You're taking your life into your own hands. Do not laugh when I do some shit like that. If you want this relationship to prosper and be fulfilling, They wanted to go down the road, all the ones that didn't work out. You don't talk to people anymore. You got to come with a game plan for success. You got to say to yourself, I want this to work with Tom. All right, well, it's just like anything else. You got to put a worm on a hook to catch a fish. If you just half-ass going in there doing it natural, what happens? It doesn't work that way. I got my little quirks. You know, I get pissed over stupid shit. You know, like moving. I yelled at Daisy when I was packing the car. Why? Nobody out there, no time frame. And I'm bitching at Daisy when there really isn't everything wrong. Because I guess I had some kind of like stress or something. Fuck, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I didn't get nervous flying planes or any of that shit. Driving in this kind of weather. Here I am, freaking the fuck out after only a small coffee, packing a fucking minivan. I mean, it's nuts. But there's no logic to emotion. Here's my point. That's the issue. There isn't any logic. But if we knew each other's nuances early on, we could avoid them. Like Mary, I know that when she wants to go get something to eat, I want to go to a place where there's either veggie or fish. She's not a big meat eater. I'm not going to go to a fucking steakhouse with Mary. It's things like this. You consider it and you want to be nice to them. This girl that mentioned the hot dog at Pilot, no problem. I'll pull into a Pilot. It's like, well, why are we pulling in here? Well, it's because you mentioned back on that chat 3 years ago that you said the hot dogs were good at Pilot, and I want to get you one. She'll say, really? Now, after 3 years of this relationship that survived this whole shit, and I am still that considerate, this relationship has a chance of making it. I don't even want to get a Pilot hot dog, but I will just to eat one next to her because I know she enjoys it. Yeah, really, these are things, man. You just can't be like, it's selfish. It's selfish of me to like be having a temper tantrum when I'm packing. I agree. Yelling at the damn dog that doesn't know up from down. It's just stupid, man. It's immature. It really isn't immature because it's something worse than that. It's a part of me that I don't like. Like I get Athens exits. I'm not perfect. But man, I'll tell you, and I really have not improved that much over all these years. I'll be fucking dead before I show any improvement. But the other part, like, some things are just kind of natural on. You know, Marty's like that. He's like, nothing bothers him, always nice, that kind of thing. He doesn't have any of these aberrations in his mental state. Straight guy, you know, doesn't drink. It's complex. People are taking all these Viagra, human growth hormone, steroids. Fuck that. Natural. You know, that's what keeps you from like really getting a lot done and really hustling some new ass. It's human growth hormone. You're just kind of like, you can take it or leave it, like me. It's a chemical causing that. It wasn't anything that happened wrong or when shit drops off, you don't feel like doing it. I mean, you go into a neurosurgeon or a neurologist that can prescribe them any medication they wanted to. They could make me quack like a duck, sit up like a dog, be happy, be depressed, anything. It's all chemicals. And when it drops off, like male testosterone, like I know that I can't build new muscle like I could when I was young. I don't give a fuck how many weights you lift. 1% a year after 30, fuck. That's not much. So you do shit like I do. Instead of going to strip clubs, you're watching birds and shit and getting this childish grin on your face. your favorite bird shows up in the spring. You're getting old. You don't have the chemicals driving that maleness. You're volunteering, you're doing all this shit. Instead of out chasing ass like you were doing when you were younger. You were young, you'd just get together with girls as friends. Hopefully have their panties down around their ankles within a month. Not anymore. It sends a chill up your spine. I'm talking about a lightning bolt chill, not some subtle little sciatica type thing where you can barely feel it. This is like, have you severed my spinal cord? And you know it when it hits you. That's the problem when you get this age, nothing hits you.
In half a mile, keep right at the fork. Follow signs for US 33 East, US 50 West.
Keep right at the fork. Fork coming in the middle of the road. Fork coming in the middle of the road. When you're tired, it's like, what did that thing say?
Keep right at the fork.
I've got the old man setting on it. It tells me everything 3 times. It's like, choose your setting. Young, middle-aged, old. I collect old, and then it tells me 3 times. Keep right at the fork. So I can't remember what it said.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take the US 33 East exit toward Pomeroy, Ravenswood.
33 East. You can do it. See, now these roads aren't quite as good. Sure is pretty down here. East, where are you? Pretty country here. Boy, nice. Looks like an old, like, colonial fort. It's beautiful. I'd like to go check it out. I really would. I'd like to take pictures of it. I don't know what river that is down there. Ohio University is here. Ohio University. Nice here. Taco John's. 33 East. Pomeroy. Ravenswood, just like the digital navigator said. Coming on you, babe. I see it. It's rock. 33. Holy shit. My faculties are with me today. There's going to be a day when I can't do this.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take the US 33 East exit toward Pomeroy, Ravenswood.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I will. This digital thing's got a nice lady has a nice voice.
Use the right 2 lanes to take the US 33 East exit, then continue on to US 33 East.
There's one that comes on, sounds like a smoking lesbian. I'll pay extra to switch it back. Sounds like Rosie O'Donnell after she got throat cancer. So gross. Not one bit feminine.
Continue for 19 miles.
19 miles. Gorgeous through here. These roads are dry. Time to party. Oh yeah. Just an old man delivering old lamps to old ladies. That's me. That's my life. An old man delivering old lamps to old ladies. Anybody, I'm going to see if I can get Jabo to write a poem about that. some meaning, not just some rhyming or shit. I mean, one that could be the envy of all academics, the Masters of Fine Arts programs. Where you can look at that thing sober, and you can say to yourself, what the fuck are they talking about? Until you give it to J-Bo. It's like, Christine, you interpret this bullshit. She'll laugh. She'll quietly whisper into her husband's ears, this is my ignorant friend Tom. And he'll say, I guess. It's like he knows nothing about poetry. It's like that's obvious. It's like, okay, I'll overhear it though. It's like, okay, Mr. Big Shot, let's talk about airplanes. Okay? Let's talk about lifts, spatial disorientation. Yeah, it shut you the hell up, didn't it? You don't know anything about that. So yeah, I'll admit, I don't know anything about poetry, but there's things I know about that you don't know. This isn't a pissing contest. But don't think you're better than me, because you're not. You're just being a nice guy, giving a lamp that your wife wanted. It's no hanky-panky going on here. Just a lamp. That's all. No more, no less. What a beautiful sky. Oh, there's a bald eagle flying. Swear to God. Beautiful bald eagle. No, actually, it's a fucking bald eagle. Alright, motherfucker. No, it's a damn vulture. Black vulture. Is that possible this far north? Sure looked like one. Maybe it's some kind of hawk. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Christmas stories. Oh, this is a beautiful sky today. My Daisy is feeling good. I'm gonna get Daisy one of those pilot hot dogs. You guys hear me? This fucking thing's pissing me off. Again, why isn't anybody talking? Is my signal buffering? Now Daisy just moved on the seat. Bing, 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 bing. Hurry, hon, I got the airbag turned off. 55. That's exactly what I'm doing. This is a good day. Black vulture. Seriously, man. That's what they're all over where I live in Georgia. I wouldn't think they'd be up there in this cold like this. Sure looked like one. Beer goggles. That's how you know somebody slipped a roofie in your drink. You're getting your birds mixed up. So, they know I have books on birds. I read about birds. Then I start misidentifying them. Oh, there's a big old, you know, that looked like a blue heron back there on the side of the road. Like cold. I'm not shitting you. Poor bird. 13 degrees. No wonder that fucker looks cold. I bet old Mother Nature canned his temperature. And he just got caught behind, you know, got caught. And until it gets like in the 20s, he can't take off. Some shit like that. You know, there's an interesting book about temperature and the temperature of living things. And that is really thought-provoking. I mean, 98.6, why? And how many differences there would be if it was different than that? And there are warm, cold-blooded species that can actually regulate their body temperature that are not mammals. Tuna is an example. Tuna fish. They can send blood different places. but they're considered cold-blooded. It's weird. The temperatures, read up on that one. How 98.6, how that happened, why, what it does. It's so crazy. And I'm not sure of this, but I think temperature of human beings is ticked down a little bit, like last, I don't know, what, a couple thousand years or something. Here's I've got a liberal from Ann Arbor ahead of me. Hybrid Honda. I hope they don't have far to go because those batteries aren't worth shit on a 13-degree day. Although that thing, I guess, charges them up all the time, doesn't it? Yeah, I hope I catch up to them at a gas station because I'd like to tell them that, you know, you're running on all gas today, babe. No battery. The battery is not worth a shit. There's no way you can keep that car warm and get anywhere at 13 degrees. Beautiful clouds. My God. The Holy Spirit has pricked my heart. Symbolism. It's another thing. You can laugh about it, but bumper stickers speaks volumes. What do you got on your bumper? Is it a rainbow sticker? Is it a piss on Fords? You Biden, you Trump, you lesbian, a straight? Really sums a lot of things up about people. Just what reading their bumper stickers. PETA, vegan, meat eater. There's a sticker that says, what's that? It's about something about gas and polar bears. I forgot what it is. You know, fuel. Endangered species. You donate to the wildlife. Elephants. Donate. Get a sticker for donating to elephants. Who doesn't like elephants? They don't get cancer. It's fun. You know, you got anybody donating to the ground shrew, the snail darter, the Kirkland warbler is another one that just had that look, just like a beauty contest. Baby harp seals. They're slaughtering fucking chickens by the billions daily and nobody does shit. And here they're worried about baby harp seals. Which is sad, I get, but this is the thing that I don't understand. Free range chickens. If you're a chicken and you're ending up in Colonel Saunders, does it mean anything whether or not you're out of the cage or not before they lop your head off? I don't think so. I mean, you're fucked. Same with meat. The United States is one of the few countries that don't allow the importation of horse meat for human consumption. Yeah. Boy, these are beautiful clouds. Can you guys see these? Hell yeah. This has been a great, must be a power plant down here. It looks like, not all these clouds, but some of them. It's like a smokestack. You guys see these good clouds? Hybrid. Yeah, you're not going to see anybody bragging about their Tesla today. They can't drive around the fucking block without running out of juice, much less use the heater. It's like, I got my Tesla, and the charging station they use, guarantee it's powered by fossil fuels. What a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, you see any Teslas out today? Hell no. Did you see any driving last night? No, you know why? Because they actually wanted to get somewhere. Electric cars. That's a political agenda. I mean, I love it. If you could do them, that'd be great. I mean, we do have a CO2 issue, carbon footprint, fossil fuels. I'd agree with that. But the technology, you guys are bullshitting yourselves. You think that you're going to be driving across country in an electric car. Fucking dream on. You need a psychiatric exam. But if you want something bad enough, look at Tesla. Look at that. They haven't made any money. But people believe, they want to believe in the dream that this is a possibility. If Ford GM would have used that same model, they'd have been out of business long ago. They're just looked as a bunch of capitalists, these gas guzzling, earth ruining machines. It's political. You gotta go the save the whale, save the this, save the that. You gotta be smart if you're really gonna bilk people out of a bunch of money. Even if you do it by virtue of stock sales. We just, that Ford tough shit doesn't get it anymore. You better show a bull dyke driving along that's totally electric in Madison, Wisconsin. Or your sales are just, you're going to reach a plateau. You just can't connect your sexuality to the type of stuff you buy anymore and expect to be successful on a broad market. Just go to these towns like Ann Arbor and Madison. Look around at the vehicles, just like bumper stickers. You go there and there are lesbians holding hands, gay guys like grabbing each other in the butt. If that bothers you, you're in the wrong place. And that's why these places occur. I'm not knocking, I don't care. I'm not like anti-gay or any of that shit. Good for them. But you gravitate to places where you feel comfortable. They think like you do. Gated communities. Like we got a dark park near where I live. You've got to have shades. You can't turn lights on. See sky watching people. And you know that's a perfect example. Nothing wrong with it. Nudist camp, shit like that. You like that? Do that. To each his own, that's what I say. Don't be legislating my happiness. Brings me back to the story when I was living in Dearborn, Michigan. The topless dancers saved a couple of grand through lap dance money. And tried to donate it to a charity, and they, in their own weird way, took the high road and wouldn't accept the money because of the way it was earned. Oh yeah, what a bunch of bullshit. The way it was earned, you took it from Ford Motor Company and they fucked more small businesses during the recession than any other companies combined. They didn't pay their bills for 2.5 years. They put more small machine companies out than anybody else out there. And yet they had the nerve to brag about not borrowing any government money. Yeah, they didn't borrow any because they didn't pay any bills. But they accepted checks from them with a big phony smile, this big giant 8x4 foot check with a bunch of lesbians smiling on it. Total bullshit. 1,000 times worse than strippers dipping in to their stripping tips. This is the kind of bullshit that I'm trying to bring to your attention. Hey, there's a guy walking up a road over there. Fucking wacko. Yeah, these are the things you gotta be smart about. Like you see these things, they show some skinny kid in Africa, he hasn't had anything to eat in a fucking year, fucking eyeballs hanging out of his sockets, and then they say, donate $12 a month and this motherfucker can be in Mr. Olympia next year. You think, wow, man, how about I just donate half that and you can just eat at least? Then you find out these people get indicted, and you look at, somebody gets a hold of the tax returns because they're non-profit. You find out that this $12 or $6 or whatever you sent, like 90% of it goes to administration. You know who gets accused of this? And there's an element of truth to it? Hoarding money when they don't need it. St. Jude's. You know how they, in that commercial, they say, you can come here and your kids got cancer. Look, they do good. I'm not knocking them. But do you know that over 90% of the people that go to St. Jude have insurance? That doesn't jive with the way they sell this commercial to you. This is the kind of things that I'm just making you aware of. Yeah, United Way. United Way used to fund a lot of abortions, which I don't care about. I'm not like, I don't think life starts at the moment of conception. And if it does, I ended the lives of about 10,000 babies last night. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. See, you almost got me too. That was potential life. Yeah, we could talk about this forever. Fertilization's complicated. I don't think it's... and unless you're a male that's going to get stuck with the payments, you'll never understand it appropriately. It's like Mr. Reed, this tramp that you've been dating for 4 years is pregnant with your baby. It's like, oh, fuck. And you're thinking right away, oh shit, 600 a month. Fucking 22 years, I gotta interact with this fucking bitch and I'm trying to get away from her. So the first thing you think of is like, abortion. Fuck yeah. Now, is that a form of birth control? Yeah, fuck, I don't want to hear that either. So is a rubber. Even the Catholics who blame about, who talk about, boast about not believing in birth control, the fuck they don't. They sanction the rhythm method. They do. That's a form of birth control, fuckers. It's not like the pill the day after, the morning after, whatever it is, or rubber, IUD, birth control pill, but I'm telling you, it sounds terrible, and you can take this to the Supreme Court if you want. But when it's just a fertilized egg from this master, this virile, top-notch, 10-rated male like me, and it's the difference between 600 a month for 22 years. Hoodwinked into this damn bullshit. Just one of those little fucking sperm got away. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mean, you got these crime shows filled with people killing adults, their spouses and shit, and going to prison forever. You look at the stake, and they're still willing to try it. I know it's not the best scenario, and that's why it should be an individual choice. And now with this latest bullshit, who knows what's going to happen. And here's another thing too. This is how I shut people up when it comes to abortion. People are so ignorant. It's the same thing about the death penalty. When some dumbass says to me he believes in the death penalty because it saves so much money in incarcerating people, I think to myself, you are so fucking stupid. We're not going to talk about this anymore. But I'll tell you this, you can like it or not. If you look at when abortion became legal, look at how the crime rate dropped at the age those babies would have been old enough to commit crimes. Way low. Point being, people that get pregnant accidentally don't exactly, in general, come from the best gene pools. Smart people take precautions. If you're an all-A student and you're in medical school, and your boyfriend's coming down giving it to you once a weekend, you got something that you want to accomplish, and a baby just isn't going to fit into plans. So you get on birth control pills. People that are like a lower socioeconomic level, they're going to fuck and worry about the consequences later. It's just the way it is. But just because you're allowed to...
In half a mile, use the right lane to take the Ohio 7 North ramp to US 33 East, I-77.
Okay, I'll do that. It's up to you. It's choices. Me, I'd rather go with just being a lucky son of a bitch. I'd rather have...
Use the right lane to take the Ohio 7 North ramp.
I'd rather have the best of both worlds. Ohio 7 North.
Continue for 20 miles.
Yeah, these are all complex issues. They're what determine candidates getting elected, re-elected. You just gotta be comfortable with you. Whether it's moral, whether it's legal, big difference. Just because something's right or wrong doesn't have anything to do with whether it's legal or not. I was listening to this talk show. I hardly ever listen to the radio. This guy gives legal advice on the way down here for about an hour. And these people just... This guy's a bright guy, you know, doling out legal advice. And these fucking people that called in, man, they don't understand about hearsay and the lack of a will. And it's just, this guy has the patience of Job. You know, they don't know any better. I mean, But it just is aggravating. You know, listen to people that don't understand how the world really works. They probably are getting fucked. But they just don't have the necessary proof to prevail in a court system, and it's sad. Nice people getting fucked. Getting fucked. I think I gotta go to 33 East still. I gotta pull over here and adjust this thing. This fucking thing is constantly coming off. Such a fucking pain in the ass. So, you know, I know when I talk about this shit, whether I talk about it, if you don't like it, somebody else does. And if you do like it, somebody else doesn't. That's just the way it is. Politics. So if you're going to be successful at politics, obviously you got to have more people like you than not. And that's where the tightrope dance happens. That's the hard part. Look at these elections. The winner barely beats the loser. It's a fine line. It requires some heavy-duty bullshit. Hey, Bugman. I'm gonna pull this fucking thing over. This thing is constantly falling off. Such a fucking pain in the ass. Bugman, how you doing? You been reading your poets thing lately? Rhinestone Cowboy? Your outlaw poets? Yeah, thank you, Larry. This fucking thing is... See, now I'm getting pissed at this stupid shit. Falls off all the time. I put it up right every time. It's just a piece of junk. Hang on a second. I'm a rhinestone cowboy. Doo-doo. Not anymore, you're not. Poor old Glenn Campbell. That fucker didn't know up from down when he died. Hoping this works better. I'm gonna try another setting. Not counting on it though. I think this thing would work better, but it just constantly comes off. It's like it vibrates off no matter fucking what I do. Poor old Glenn Campbell. I'm still in Ohio, Tammy. Poor old Glenn Campbell at the end there. He didn't know a guitar from a fucking spatula. I'm suspicious of that wife too. You talk about con jobs. All these guys, older guys with money, Casey Kasem, Anna Nicole. Yeah, it's hard to ascertain that. These goddamn gold diggers. Poor old Glenn Campbell. I hope I don't go out that way. When you point to my porn collection, Blue, when you're at my bedside because we become good friends, you're deciding whether to put me to sleep or not. When they point at my porn collection, I want you to bring a stack of my DVDs in. And this is the litmus test. This is the $50,000 question on whether I should live or die. I want you to look me in the eye, rub my arm, say, Tom. And I say, huh, and look the wrong way. I'm looking at the fire alarm instead of your face. And you say, what is this stack of round things right here? And I don't know. It's time to pull the plug. No, me either. Me either. But I've pussied out on shit like this before. You know, I thought I was going to kill myself a couple of times, and I just could not get myself to do it. Until I read the fucking paperwork, I never realized what suicide ideation was. It's a new word I had to look up. And that is somebody that wants to, but you just don't have the balls to do it. That's a bad way of explaining it, not having the balls to do it. But that's the gist of it all. Yeah. No, nobody thinks it's going to happen to them. That's how you end up there. Before you know it, you guys, instead of sending me sweet Christmas cards, you're sending me a big giant fucking adult diaper with a zipper in the bottom of it. Telling all your friends, yeah, Tom, he used to just drive all over and do these YouTube videos. He had the cutest little dog, Daisy. You know, she's been dead for 100 years now.
And now he's just in a big diaper talking shit. He doesn't even remember any of the trips. I mean, just to see all your vacations not mean shit anymore. You know? Good guardian angel, thank you. I hope so. You know, this fucking thing. $33 more miles. Rhinestone Cowboy. See if I can get out of here. Breaker 19. Try it again. Everybody says that, yeah, I'm never going to end up there. And you never know, man. I'm sure there are worse things. There are worse things. Just think, Bugman, you too. Somebody came up to you and said, Bugman, Tom, you two motherfuckers are going to live to be 500 years old with your ex-wives in charge of your life. That's way, way worse than being in a diaper. Be careful what you ask for, wish for, or any of that. It can get you, man. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Fuck yeah. Rock on. Party on. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, fucking ain't right, man. That's what we be doing. There are two gentlemen, one from Crawfordville, Georgia, and another one from Indiana, that have held somebody hostage trying to grind up 50 fentanyl patches. They'd portray us as a couple lunatics, and nobody'd ever really know why we were doing it. We'd look like just a couple of fucking psychos in an old folks home that were doing a crime, but I just said what was really going on. That never gets into the media. Never. Just a crock of shit. Strawberry Fields Forever. We'll be playing Beatles albums in reverse, backwards. Looking at each other, trying to decipher what it is they're talking about or what they meant. What a crock of shit. Only humans can do this stupid shit. I hope you guys can see these clouds in their entirety. They certainly are pretty. I think they are. 20 more miles. Fucking hauling ass now. I'll be there in no time. Target enforcement area. It's 15 degrees, warming up. Rhinestone Cowboy. $55. Sammy Hager. Getting a little hot. Crack this window. That window isn't too noisy for you. Christmas stories. Match.com. You imagine somebody like me on a Match.com, and you guys know what I'm like. Just sitting there and subjecting myself to this fucking nonsense. Just answering all these stupid questions about my divorce. What do I consider my strong attributes? I'm just thinking, what's my downside? Do I date? Have I had any girlfriends since I left my wife? Unfortunately, one. What does my future hold? I can't do it. Doesn't interest me. It's driving me fucking crazy, man. Just sitting there looking across and someone's 80 fucking pounds overweight. saggy breasts, caked on makeup, bleached blonde, destroyed hair. Trying to think, why am I here? What am I doing? Getting a hot tub. No way. That is not happening. Should be going to her psychiatrist. I've been dating Tom for over a year now. He's a good guy. He's so nice to Daisy. And all he wants is blowjobs. He doesn't want any intimacy. What the fuck are you talking about? That is intimacy. That I'm selfish. I only think of myself. That's bullshit too. Because I don't want to bed down with this old lady doesn't mean that I'm selfish. So before you know it, the blowjobs get cut off, and I'm just going out to dinner with this overweight monster. For what reason? Yeah, good question. You answered it. It's not worth it. Jumping through hoops for what? I joined that Match.com for a while. I got caught up in that horse shit too. Meet someone that you can have common interests with. I clicked through 335 profiles the first day that I joined, and I wouldn't let one of them blow me. Not that I'm in any great shakes either, but that's got nothing to do with it. You know, when you're talking to someone, you say, yeah, I know, I just not. I know my buddy Ted's wife always looks at me like that, and I tell her I'm just not into these women that I meet, and she's tries to put it as nice as she can. Like, you can tell that she's about ready to like clobber me with a Louisville Slugger. Other than one little at your age, she'll never have that enough. Yeah, I get an extra bottle of wine in her maybe, but that's what she's thinking, because she's that age. And even though she's happily married, or as close as she can get to it, she's thinking that I probably think that about her too, which I don't, because it's not part of the thing. In a low spot. I can't believe this thing has worked this well. Unbelievable. Crazy. Very happy for it. It's exceeded my expectations.